Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, I got a question. If y'all went to prison, do y'all think y'all would be prepared to run it with the police?
You guys be real careful. He's dangerous, he's wound up, he's having to try to come over the top of you, try to get up on your face shields. Protect yourself from that. You're gonna cuff up? Are you gonna cuff up?
You cuff up.
Rip it right there.
Now, Florida State Prison, the Florida Department of Corrections, is like no other. The state of Florida by itself is different from every other damn state in the country. It might as well just be its own little country. But inside of the Florida Department of Corrections, there are certain things that if you do it, you must be prepared for the outcome. You must be prepared for what comes with that action. Like anything else, there's a negative, there's a positive, but when we're talking about the goon squad coming, when we're talking about the COs suiting up and letting you know, hey boy, this ain't my first rodeo, well saddle up then motherfucker, because I'm about to give it to y'all. Making the police run it is an exhilarating experience. Let me tell you, you want to talk about a fucking adrenaline rush. Aside from hitting someone up or doing some crazy shit, making the police run it will give you that rush. And I swear to God, people do this shit sometimes because they're bored. People will pretend to go psych, whatever it is, because they're sitting in confinement for so goddamn long with nothing to do. Eventually you wake up one day, you know, you might get served biscuits in the cell. Your bunkie grabs the first tray. His tray's gorgeous. I'm talking about big fluffy biscuits. Everything on his tray looks bomb, right? He's got jelly and everything. Your tray comes through the fucking door and you're looking at it like, what the fuck is this? You just got fucked. Now you want to fight him. You're mad as hell because just the world started shitty for you that day. The world just, it wasn't right. And you knock on the window, you tell the CEO, he looks at you like, so fucking what? Yeah? Alright. So you take the tray, you throw it out of the fucking flap, you start kicking the door down, you throw your mat up against the door, run it. Now your bunkie's looking terrified, like, bro, you could just have my biscuits, bro. You could have just swapped trays with me, bro, because he don't want to get gassed and he knows what's about to go down. But it isn't just inmates wilding out. You have a lot of COs that will abuse their power. You have COs that will not let you go PC. I've seen it in the JIT camp all the damn time. JITs will try to go PC. Sir, I'm scared. Sir, I'm terrified. Sir, they're gonna cut me. Well, let them cut you then. Once they cut you, come talk to me. Sir. I swear to God, like these COs, they don't care. You'll have COs in confinement. I want to kill myself. Well, do it, motherfucker. When you cut your wrist, don't go across. Go all the way up the vein. Sir, you're not supposed to tell me this. Like, this is how the DOC is. If you think that these people working here give a shit, you are highly mistaken. Now, I can understand and I can sympathize because I've seen the amount of bullshit inmates will put medical staff, mental health, and even the COs through just because, you know, for no reason, because they're bored. They want to make them run it. But I've also seen and experienced people that need medical help, medical attention, and have been denied that medical attention and have been threatened that if they continue to pursue that medical attention, just because these COs do not want to write out an incident report or do not want to write out anything, any type of paperwork, they'll let you know, listen, if I'm going to write anything up, I'm going to write up where we had to use force on you. I'm going to write up where we had to gas you. I'm going to write up where we had to take you to confinement. I'm going to write up how you became violent. We had to physically restrain you. And what that translates to is they are going to beat the fuck out of you. They're going to put you in a cell. They're going to gas the shit out of you. You're most likely going to get stripped for the next 3 to 5 days. You're going to be sitting in your boxes, nothing in your cell, not even a mat or a fucking pillow. They're going to take out the toilet paper. You can only get toilet paper when they come around for rounds. They might not even give you any, so you're going to be shitting and wiping with your hand. These are the dirty games that they play. I've experienced it. I've seen it happen to other people. It isn't a game. But when you make them run it, When you don't care and you're willing to go through all that shit because, you know, you're bored as hell, whatever it is, you got a fucked up letter, you found out your homeboys jumping on your baby mama on the street, whatever it is, when you make them run it, when you have it set in your mind, you will feel your blood start to pump just at the thought of what you're about to do. You might have not even solidified it yet, but just when that thought comes, you feel the blood start rising. You can feel like, all right, well, this is what I'm gonna do. And it's just like any other decision. If you decide you're gonna pop off on somebody, you decide you're gonna hit somebody up, whatever it is, you get this thrill beforehand. Yeah, you might have the butterfly feeling because you're nervous and you're not necessarily sure how it's gonna come out, or it's just that anxiety type, anticipation type feeling, and it's normal. But once you got your hand on that razor, or once you know you're about to just hit dude in this shit and it comes down to it, the butterflies, they fly the fuck away or they drop dead. Whatever happens to them, I don't fucking know. But you just get this feeling. And all of a sudden it's happening, and it's like a movie because you're no longer making it happen. It's just happening, and you're living, you're watching it through your own eyes, but it feels like a third person view. It feels like something else is doing this and something has overcome you. And then boom, you pop that shit off, kicking the door down, you hit buddy up, whatever it is. You know what's going down. You know they're calling in for backup. You know the COs are coming in now. You know they're getting the squad ready. They're going to run into your fucking cell. They're going to gas that shit up. But you're ready for it. You create a blockade. They come in. The captain has to come down. They're recording on video. Inmate, are you going to come out? Fuck you. All of that, right? All of that, because you're running it. You're running it. You're still kicking the door down. They're trying to find a way to gas you. And then they pop that door. And when they pop that door, if you haven't given up by now, you know you're going to get beat. Even though they got you on camera, they're going to come in there, they're going to tear your ass up. They come in all souped up like the Ninja Turtles. They got padding, helmets, whatever. They're going to get on your ass. And, you know, you might get off on the first one. You might tag a second one, but you're not hitting nothing but, you know, fucking body armor and helmets and shit. You're not actually hitting them. And fuck it. You know what I mean? Get a little pent up frustration out. If you got sprayed, you're already burning, so you're pissed off now. You probably can't breathe that good. Your bunky's still in the corner freaking out about the fucking biscuits. He didn't even eat them shits. He's still asking if you want them. Please, just stop. Just give up. But all of these scenarios can play out differently. If you make them run it and you're on an actual dorm or compound, it might play out a bit worse because they'll cuff you up. If you're going crazy inside of the dorm, it's a different situation. But if you give in and you're like, well, fuck it, then I'll go to the box because I need medical attention, they're going to cuff you up and they're going to take you to confinement, but there's most likely an empty barbershop inside of confinement. And that's where they beat you at. Versus if you do it and you're already in confinement, they eventually got to bring the cameras out, especially when they start gassing and all that. So they're going to have ranking staff come down, a sergeant, a captain. They're going to put the camera on you. They got to put you in the shower, and all this shit's recorded. And everybody inside of the quad's looking at what's going on, and they're watching you. And when you're in a neighboring cell to someone that's making the police run it, I mean, yeah, you got to wrap your face up. You'll smell the gas. You'll be coughing. And if it was during trays, you might not even have gotten your tray. So you're still hungry as shit, and you might be pissed off, but low-key, you're like, hell yeah, like, don't give in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to see who can take it the furthest with these COs. And some people, they go a little over the top with it. You know what I mean? Like, when I did it, I kicked the door down. I got the shit gassed out of me. My bunkie folded. He got cuffed up first, and at that point, I stuck my hands out of the flap, and I got cuffed up. They didn't have to come in and extract me and none of that crazy shit. But then you have people that'll throw shit and piss out of the flap. They'll take it to a whole nother level. They'll block out the door and then yell that they've taken their bunkie hostage. Like, they'll come up with some crazy shit. And these are normally guys that aren't all the way there in their head, and, you know, they might have a little bit more time than what I had, so they're willing to do some shit that I'm not willing to do. Because you throw anything on a CO, anything like that, you're going CM. And as funny and fucked up as this scenario is, it's also a sad reality because some people do this for the basic the basic things like medical attention, like needing to speak with a mental health specialist. I've seen people in confinement who got a letter that somebody passed away, mother, girlfriend, child, whoever. They freak the fuck out. They need someone to talk to. And these COs, they become desensitized just like everyone else. They stop giving a fuck. They don't care. And a lot of them, you know, they might have come in with the right intentions, but after being manipulated over and over and over again, you know, the guy in the first quad might tell you he got a bad letter, his mother passed away. 3 guys in the second quad say the same shit, and then another guy in the fourth quad say his little brother passed away. So he can't do it for everybody. And he doesn't even know who's actually telling the truth or who's just bullshitting. So that's another issue in itself, is so many inmates will lie and do unnecessary things for attention that the actual inmates that need that help don't get it. Because it's just taken as, this is probably bullshit again. Which is why usually only the most extreme cases, or the people that are willing to make the police run it, the COs, well, fuck it, you ain't gonna give me what I need, we're gonna run it. They get that attention. Or you'll have another ranking corrections officer come down, maybe the sergeant will come talk to you, or the captain will come talk to you. And they may be able to diffuse the situation, because at the end of the day, not all of them want to go through it. You got some gun-happy motherfuckers that'll love to spray the shit out of you, but not everybody wants to write up that paperwork. Not everybody wants to go through that whole experience. Some people want an easy shift, and they'll come down and try to diffuse the situation with you. And if, you know, you had good intentions, you literally just need to talk to a mental health specialist. They should be able to make that happen. But if you're like me and it was all for bullshit, fun and games, fuck it. We're going in. We're going to make them run it. The way I look at it, it's just like anything else. If you're fighting somebody that's bigger than you or more experienced than you, you know you're not going to win, but you're going to get a fucking thrill out of it anyways. You dive in there head first. You handle your business. You have that fun. And then it's over with. You live to see another day, hopefully. Because I'm sure there's cases where people didn't live. But, you know, I did, so I get to speak about it. But, hey, it's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. Till next time.